If you haven't used this program, I strongly encourage everyone to try it. It's incredible for testing, but also it's just like a beautiful resource. You can play Magic for free online at any time. It doesn't get better than that. Set Nissa to the sideboard, so that's how we know it's the commander. And save deck as. Alright, start local game. And I'm just going to do testing against myself. I'm goldfishing, effectively. Nissa. Open, unlock, put Nissa in. Oops. Nope, wrong button. And I'm not going to adjust my health. Most of the time, the health isn't relevant in a CEDH game. If it is, then, like, so be it. But just generally, that's not an issue, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Alright. This is... Ooh! Oh, man. Holy crap. Yeah, this is the best. Yeah, exactly. It just... Ashaya and Quarian are the goats. That's like what I'm looking for. Alright, so, this is definitely the hand we're looking for. Jeweled Lotus is incredible, but a fetch land on top of that just makes this a beautiful, beautiful starting hand. So we'll go with this one for now. Turn 1, I like to signify which turn I'm on with the little yellow ticker here. And I just go to untap, upkeep, draw a card, because we're playing in a 4-player format. Main phase, play Jeweled Lotus, crack it, play Nissa, play a Cabaret Courtyard, I net a green. It sacrifices itself. I get a forest. Trigger Nissa. I usually just set aside which of the 2 cards that I can find with Nissa before the game starts, so I know which one and I can just search it up, but in this case I forgot to do that, so we'll go about it the old-fashioned way. Ashaya. Okay, sweet. And the rest will go back to the deck. Alright, now we have an Ashaya in our hand, and we have, this is tapped. We have 2 green floating. Spend 1 of that green, cast a... This is an interesting predicament. Yeah, that's fine. Soul Ring, and we should just win next turn. Wild Growth here, and then... Yeah, pass turn. That seems like a win to me. Draw a card. Oh, that's a good one. 2 mana, 4 mana. Play a play a Shaya. Ashaya enters. We get a green. We get to find Quarian Ranger. Play it. Infinite mana. Interesting. And this is where the argument for adding more elves comes in. So like in this specific hand, I don't have a way to do or anything to do with these with this infinite mana. So I would want to just get rid of this card and find 2 lands. We'll say Quarian Ranger's in my hand. Put it into play. 2 lands into play to thin our deck, and we're just kind of YOLOing it. So yeah, this is a good example of like a bait hand, but. You can imagine, like, this is a very fast start to have infinite mana. It's turn 2. And, like, that was absurd. So, it gets fast. So, we have infinite mana. We can't really do anything with it yet. We'll just pass. Turn 3, untap, upkeep, draw a card. We got a Wirewood Symbiote. Does not help us. So, we just swing in. Not great. We'll try it again. Concede, and start game. View library. Oops. There we go. And, like, that's just one of the issues that you're going to run into when brewing a deck as well. Like, just sometimes you're going to see a hand that you think is really good and then it's not. It happens. It's okay. Yeah, exactly. Where to sink it. Alright, let's see. Is this a keepable hand? I don't think so. The Gemstone Chrome Mox is fun, but, like, what else? I don't see this being a good hand, so I'm just gonna mull. Then we go to second 7. This seems better. I don't think it's a win because we have Quarian and Shy in hand, which is always bad, but like that's just generally if you have those 2 in your hand, you gotta pitch that. We're going down to 6 now. This seems like a better hand. So Nylea's Intervention might be enough to get us there. We can consult the list in this specific scenario. Let's see. Do we run any lands that help us win the game if we tutor for them? Not particularly. Yeah, so in this specific scenario is when you'd want a land that draws. We don't have any of those, so this doesn't look like a great hand. We could always YOLO for it, but I think I'm just going to mull, go down to 5. And this deck can do that, which is one of the many benefits. Land grant's great. So with this specific hand, playing land grant and a Chrome Mox, there's a potential to just get the 3 mana and being able to play a Shia. My concern is like what to do with it after, and we did go down to 5. I think I'm gonna keep it, but like this is definitely a risky keep to say the least. Put a Shia into the bottom. We want to draw it off of Nissa, and I'll put Survival on the Fittest on the bottom as well. Just not impressed with the card. Draw a card, and of course we have Quarian on the top. Play a land grant, reveal our hand. That sucks. Like, I don't get me wrong. I never want this to be the case, but like this is why I have it in the deck. Maybe it's better if you just have a forest. I don't know. I'm going to put a forest into my hand, play a forest, Chrome Mox, exiling. I think Teamer Sabertooth is okay. Is it okay? Yeah, it should be okay. Get the Wild Growth in there, cast Quarian, I guess, pass turn. And I know we have 1 card in hand. That sucks. Nissa, play a forest. We get a green from that. Not in a great spot. We could always return the forest and just play it next turn. I don't think that we want to do that. This might just be a bust of a hand, and that happens. You know, testing, you're gonna run into a lot of whiffs. Right now, we could get Dryad Arbor with Invasion of Ikoria. I'm not sold that that's the right play. That does get a Shia into our hand. Yeah. Is that the play? Then it's just finding any tutor. I'll go for it. Why not? Cast Invasion of Ikoria. Search for a Dryad Arbor. Trigger Nissa. I always forget which discounts Dryad Arbor as creature. That's what it is. And Shia goes to our hand. Oops. Dryad Arbor goes here. And we'll pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw a card, go to main phase. Utopia Sprawl hurts. That is unlucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cast a Shia. Make infinite mana. We don't have an elf. So, yeah, there's probably a good justification to include Beast Whisperer for this reason alone. Which, like, obviously if we hit Beast Whisperer instead of a Shia in this specific scenario, that would have sucked. But there are ways to draw with Beast Whisperer, which make it, like, a little bit better than just whiffing. So, yeah, we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll include Beast Whisperer for this reason exactly. What card was I unimpressed with? I can just quickly go through the list and we'll do testing before changing the official deck list. I'll try cutting Survival of the Fittest. I'm not sold on it. Obviously, I might be wrong. And we'll find out really quickly, but so far it's not been the best. Alright. And then we'll just save deck, start local game, load deck, and Nissa, there it is. Open, unlock, put Nissa in, view library, pull her out. Yeah, so adding more elves, it's definitely an interesting idea. I think that the more effects that we consider adding that tutor at instant speed, the more case there is for adding more elves. Just because, like, those aren't abundant. Like, that's not hard to get, just more of those effects. So, like, I'm not against it. And I think I'm actually going to do, I'm going to change this up, actually. Close this. I'm going to add Harrow in. I like that card a lot, and because we have an extra elf, I think that there's a case to run it. I'm not big on Land Grant. Every time I've played it, it's been subpar. I like it in Legacy, but this isn't Legacy. So cut that one, add Harrow. Oh, I already, nope, not Harrow. What was the one that he played? There we go. It's, I'll find out the name. Roiling Regrowth, that's the name. Roiling Regrowth. This is Harrow, but they come in tapped, so it's not as good, but it's almost there. Start local game, and let's see. Nissa. Put Nissa in, review library, and there we go. Shuffle. Draw 7. Ooh, interesting. Urborg and Cabaret Courtyard is really funny here. This is a really, really slow start, but it might just like win the game in most tables. I think I'm going to play it out for that reason, but normally when doing testing, I would try to go for a more fast hand, a more competitive. But like, if you're in seat 1 here, it doesn't really matter that much. Right. Like, this list is really, really crazy. And like, for me personally, I'm like, do I need any tutors? Like, I don't feel like they help that much, but that's just like the testing brain going on. Like, oh yeah, you don't need tutors. It's like, no, in practice, like you're gonna get disrupted. You need tutors. But like, I feel like I never have a card in my or a creature in my hand. Like that just doesn't happen. So like discarding hurts. Like it's like how what am I gonna discard at this? All right. We're gonna keep this for testing purposes. So turn 1, untap, upkeep, draw a card, go to main phase. I will play a forest and pass. Untap, upkeep, draw a card, go to main phase. If I play Urborg this turn, and then 3 visits now, I can then find my forest and cast my commander next turn with a bunch of shenanigans going on. So I like that. I don't need to tap this yet, so we'll just pass there. Turn 3, draw a card, go to main phase. That's sick. Alright. I will Soul Ring, cast Nissa. Actually, I should tap that for Soul Ring. We'll do that. Play Cabaret Courtyard. I net a green. Tap it for a black. So colorless is orange. We'll do that. Sack it. View library. Search for a forest. Comes in tapped. Add another green. And then reveal. And we got to reveal. Oh, there's Query Ranger. This is the one that we get in our hand. Not a bad hit. Alright. We've got a lot of mana open. Not too much to do with it. So we'll play the Query Ranger. This is an interesting choice. So I could Summoner's Pact here. I definitely have the mana to pay for it. The question is, what do I combo with? And like, Sakura Tribe-Elder is surprisingly hilarious in this specific setting. Azusa is also relevant sometimes because it lets me play the Jund Panorama. I don't have to fetch immediately. It's an interesting spot to say the least. Maybe playing Queen... Yeah, let's say playing Queen Ranger was wrong there, and we'll take that back for a second. So we have 4 mana available. And let's see. Creatures that we would want to find include not Arboreal Grazer, Sakura Tribe-Elder. Being able to get a land at instant speed means we can get a mana as well. It only sets us up for 2, though, with our untapped forest. That sucks, but it is what it is. Let's see. Wirewood Symbiote, no. Sakura Tribe Scout does not have haste. Destiny Spinner, no. Interesting. No, if we got a Shia, that wouldn't work because we don't have the mana to cast it. Unlucky. And Harrowed into a Shia through Summoners. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's like one of the really difficult parts about piloting these decks. So like, let's say I did Harrow into a Shia. Like, I can make infinite mana, but then I can't do anything with that infinite mana. And I think I cast Nissa this turn, so I can't even make infinite mana. Nissa needs to not be summoning sick. With that specific line. Let's see. And this is where, like, this, I guess, is a specific example where having a creature that just tutors lands into play would be sick. And, like, there are elves that do that. I don't know that that's the way to do this. There's one elf that's just Harrow on a land. Like, or on an elf. Like that's awesome. But it, more elves is always an issue. Whew. Okay. Yeah, the best course of action might just be to wait it out. Like I would love to start comboing, but it might not be the time. Harrow does net us more lands for next turn, and that's cool. Summoner's Pact finds us the other piece. Okay, I like that play, so I'll do that. Summon to sacrifice a land, cast Harrow, go down to 0 mana. View library, get 2 lands untapped. I now have 2 floating, 5 mana. 5 mana finds. Doesn't do much. I think I'll just play the Quarian Ranger and pass. Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Oh, Finale is sick. Yeah, so now we can just play Summoner's Pact, find Ashaya, combo it until I get Beast Whisper, play Beast Whisper, win the game. Tameo Safekeeping is really helpful in this hand, especially because we have so much land, and that's part of why I said just Harrow there. Right. Turn 1 was interesting. And, like, that's just one example of this deck is really crazy. Like, bad hands turn into good hands very quickly. But that was also a slower start. We knew that going into it, so I'm okay with the turn 4 win, knowing that was a slower start. Draw cards. Draw 7. Holy crap. I wish this was better. I like the start a lot, but not having any. Oh man, is this a really good start? It might be. So, we're gonna draw into Ashaya, Aquarian, or Beast Whisper. If we get Ashaya here, we got the nuts. We win. If we don't, we might be in a really bad spot. This is a really tricky hand. I think I'm gonna keep it just to figure out that maybe it's good enough. It's worth a try. Alright, untap, upkeep, and draw. Go to main phase, play a Mana Crypt, play a Chrome Box, exile Autumn's Veil, cast Nissa, play a land, play Lightning Greaves, equip Greaves. Yeah, pass turn. Sick! Okay, yeah, so play a Bant Panorama. It triggers. I sack itself. View library, get a forest, and let's see what we get. Rip off the top. If we get a Shia, we win here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 5, I mean. 1, 2. Oh, Panorama comes in tap. My bad. I get a green. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get a Shia, we win. Let's see what we get. Ah, we won. So, and I can demonstrate how. Shuffle. Alright, so Ashaya into hand, we cast it. We can... I guess that's not quite a win yet, but it's close. Tribe Scout with Ashaya. Do that. Give it Greaves. We could instant speed Yavimaya. I don't know that we want to. So, I think we just pass the Greaves over here. Turn 3. That's not bad. For a risky start like this, that's not bad. Hey! Oh wait, Tribe Scout. Yeah, Tribe Scout does count. I shouldn't have played Tribe Scout this turn. That's okay. It ended up working out in our favor anyway. Land, we get a green. 2, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Woodland Bellower, trigger. Okay, we're looking for Beast Whisper or Aquarian Ranger. Either way, it's a win, so. Oh, Beast Whisper, sick. Goes to the hand. View library. Bellower finds Aquarian Ranger. Infinite mana. Beast Whisper. Draw as much as we want. Draw until we get Temur Sabertooth. Return Sabertooth to the hand. And then use Infectious Bite Loops. We win the game. Turn 3. Really silly. and like, I wouldn't even say that was a good turn. Like, or a good start. Like, this deck can do so much better. That was a risky keep to say. Like, at the very least, I think it could get a lot better. Let's start again. View library, pull out Nissa, shuffle, Draw 7. Terrible hand. A Shia. That actually might be okay. It hurts seeing the Sylvan Librarian Symbiote. I don't think that... this wins turn 3, but I don't know that that's fast enough, so we'll mull it away. Go to 6. 6 cards in hand with this start. Might actually be good enough. Let's see. So, turn 1, we play Tribe Scout or Grazer. Okay, we'll try it out. I don't think it's a good hand, but I'm willing to at least give it a chance. I'm still not extremely familiar with how the deck plays out, so yeah, give it a go. Turn 1, untap, upkeep, and draw. Ooh, that's really good. Oh man. Okay, turn 1, we'll play the Tribe Scout, and then we'll pass. Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Go to main phase. Oh, that is beautiful. That's, is that a win? Ooh, it might not be. Worldly Tutor is really nice, though. Alright, so... I have to play the Foothills here. It hurts, but it is what it is. Get a Forest into play. Tap 2, cast a Lotus Cobra. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Go to main phase. Play a Forest. Make a green. Cast Nissa. Right? Yeah. Cast Arboreal Grazer. Lets us find the Broker's Hideout. This triggers, and then triggers again. So we get 4 mana, and we get to do the thing. Comes in tapped. Query Ranger. Okay. Could be worse. Interesting. Play Azusa, play Query Ranger. And then, fun fact, you can return these to your hand at instant speed, and then untap this guy and play them again to trigger Nissa on someone else's turn. I'll explain. And this is why I think this card is a total house. And that's a part of why I wanted to do this stream. Like, some of these interactions are hard to spot, and I don't think everyone understands that. So, it now goes to, let's say, player 1, or player 2, I mean. Sorry, so player 2 is right here. Player 3, player 4, and then it comes back to us. So, it is on player 2's turn. At some point, we go, oh, I'm going to activate Query Ranger to untap itself and return a forest. Okay, I don't care. Next turn, we're on player 3's turn. We go, I'm going to activate my Tribe Scout to put a forest into play. Trigger Nissa. We float a green. Then, I'm going to use Query Ranger to untap the Tribe Scout, and return a forest to my hand. This is another player's turn, so we can use this again. Activate its ability to put a land into play. Oh, we triggered Nissa twice. And this is why having haste, or flash, is insane. I got Beast Whisper. You can do this at instant speed and just win the game. Oops. I only had Worldly Tutor in hand. I didn't have the rest of this. Beast Whisper, Worldly Tutor. There we go. I also have 4 mana available now, which, if I had, what's it called? If I had instant speed spells or flash, that's a big deal. So, Worldly Tutor because we can. And at this point, we can just find any way to help protect our combo. Cards like Destiny Spinner are really helpful. And then we'll pass to our turn. Draw a card. Play Destiny Spinner. Oh yeah, I guess at some point. So player 3's turn, we would want to use the Query Ranger to return a forest. And then my turn, do it again. So then we can use the Tribe Scout to play 2 lands. Trigger, get a Shia. Beast Whisperer, draw our deck with the Query Ranger combo, and we have Destiny Spinner to protect it. Yeah. It's a really awesome deck. And this is like, this was with a bad hand. That's a win. Just like casually. Alright. Start again. Go Nissa. Shuffle, draw cards. Alright. Aquarian sucks at the start. We also don't have any forests, but we do have a way to find one with 3 visits. I don't like this hand. We'll go for another one. Interesting. So Tribe Elder is sick. It also lets us set up the Colony Heart Expedition, but we don't have any fast mana. And we don't really have anything else to do outside of this, so we'll mulligan again. Go down to 6. 6 cards. Okay. Interesting. We don't have any green source. We gotta go down to 5. Unlucky, but it is what it is. Some games are like that. This is a hand. Yeah, this is a hand. So turn 1, we play Demolition Field, Soul Ring, Lotus Petal, pull out Nissa. Turn 2, we fetch. We're living on a prayer as far as like getting a decent place to go after this. But we can pretty reliably trigger Nissa twice at the very least. And that sets us up for a decent start. So I think I'm going to keep this, even though it seems like a bit of a risky keep. And we went down to 6, so we'll bottom that. Okay. Demolition Field, Lotus Petal, Soul Ring, crack the Petal, cast Nissa, pass turn. Forest is good. Alright, we'll play a fetch. Fetch. Get a land into play. Trigger. Hey, Beast Whisper. That's actually a pretty good hit. Shuffle. Oh, I guess it goes to the bottom, doesn't it? I didn't read the card. It goes to the bottom. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, Nissa is not even close to Ashaya. Yeah, alright, so we've got a green, 2 green floating from the fetch. We found ourselves a Beast Whisperer. We can cast that. I guess we don't even have to tap that. Cast a Beast Whisperer. Tap this, play a Arboreal Grazer, draw a card. We get to put a land into play. Is it just any land? Oh my god. Broker's Hideout. Get a green. Sack itself, view library, put a forest into play. Oops. Comes in tap, we get another green. Tap the Demolition Field, play a Zusa. What on earth? We get to draw a card. Ancient Stirrings, look at that. Alright. Now the question is, yeah, I think it's like pretty reliably we just play the land because Ancient Stirrings is good enough. We get a green, tap the land, cast, or I guess we don't have to tap it. Cast Ancient Stirrings. Reveal the top 5 cards. We get to put a colorless card into our hand. Boseiju. Ashaya being in there does suck a little bit, but it means we're getting Aquarian Ranger next, which isn't bad. Alright. And we can just pass there. Turn 3, untap, upkeep, and draw. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so we play double land, and then we reveal from the top. I guess we know it's Aquarian Ranger, though, so yeah. Alright, we'll just reveal, it's fine. Oh! I forgot to put these at the bottom. Oops. This was at the bottom, too. This was at the bottom. I should have drawn this. My bad. And then we're revealing from here till we get Aquarian Ranger. It's hard to remember all this stuff, especially when you're doing it digitally. Like it's not as in your face. There he is. Aquarian Ranger. The rest go to the bottom. Aquarian goes to our hand. We have 2 floating. We're going to spend 1, cast Aquarian, draw a card. Jund Panorama. Okay. Interesting. And this is a good example of where having the ability to play, or fetch, I guess, on other people's turns is really relevant. If I had a different fetch that I could have used in combination with a Demolition Field, I could have gotten a Shy in my hand as well this turn. And like I think that this is a piloting issue, not so much a deck building issue. Like this is a new commander. You're gonna make mistakes. I do. I'm not perfect. But I would chalk this one up as a win, just because of the play mistake. But yeah, move on to the next one. Turn 3, by the way. So far the average has been turn 3 or sooner. Shuffle. Oops. Draw the 6 more. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we can cast Nissa turn 1 and fetch in 2 turns. Or fetch twice, I guess. That's really, really good. Like, Crucible of Worlds is a house. So yeah, this is a great opening hand. Holy crap. Draw a card, go to main phase, play a J-Lo, crack J-Lo, cast Nissa. Play a Mox Diamond, pitch Forest, play a Naya Panorama, add a green, kill itself, sell the green. Get a Forest, comes into play tapped, trigger Nissa. Ashaya, there we go. Move to bottom of library. Ashaya is in hand. We have 1 floating, and then we have 1 more from the Mox Diamond. Okay. Was the Mox Diamond a mistake? No? No, I think that was fine. Yeah, alright. We'll pass there. That's fine. Untap up even draw. Lose a green. Go to main phase. If we play the Yavimaya here, we get 4 mana, which isn't ideal. Because we can't play the, we can't follow up with the Crucible of Worlds. It sucks, but interesting. And this might be a skill issue as well. I think we have to do that. So we'll play the land, get a counter. Cast Crucible of Worlds. Spend that. Unlucky that we can't fetch this turn as well. At some point, we'll Nature's Claim. We'll say that with the Mox Diamond and the pass. That's a fetch. Oh, man. Alright, we'll fetch, add a green. Oops. Do library. Get a forest. Add another green. Reveal cards from the top. Reveal cards from the top. Oops. Grand Ranger. There we go. Bottom of library. Oops. There we go. Grand Ranger's in hand. We can make infinite mana, but it's not enough. Okay. Is it worth to cast a Shy this turn? Probably not. So I think I'm just going to pass, right? It sucks. I guess I'll cast Force of Vigor, but... Alright. And then this is a win with Beast Whisper. Turn 4. Unlucky. It is what it is, though. I think this was just like a play mistake as well. That's what we'll chalk that up to. But it's like the point of testing, because like realistically, you're going to get better and better, and then your play mistakes will decrease, and suddenly the deck will be a lot more easy to play. This is a win, right? Turn 1, play Mana Vault, assuming we're going second, so we'll just assume we're not first, right? So we get the Gemstone. Gemstone comes in, we get to exile the Mox Diamond. Turn 1, untap up, you draw a card. Okay. Maybe the diamond was a mistake, but who knows? Oh yeah, that was a mistake. So if we had exiled the Yavimaya instead, for instance, we could play the diamond, pitch the forest. Oops, there goes the grave. Cast the Mana Vault, tap the Mana Vault, the Gemstone Caverns. We have a colorless floating. Play a Windswept Heath as land for turn. We get a color mana. Get a forest. Get another colored mana, reveal from the top. I must have taken these cards out. Oh, they're there. Shia. And then Ashaya actually lets us trigger the landfall. Oops. Again, next turn. We've got 4 mana available. Noxious Revival. Put Windswept Teeth on top. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. This is tap. We take a damage. Draw a card. Go to main phase. Play a fetch. We get a green. Crack it. View library. You get a forest. Comes into play. Get another green. Review from the top. Come on. Oh, Beast Whisperer. There we go. That's actually a pretty good hit, too. Shuffle away. Okay, we have 2 mana floating. 2, 3. Cast Ashaya. We get to make a mana from that. Is that what we want to do? We could even Shared Summons. Shared Summons lets us find... Yeah, so this is a turn 3 win. That's okay. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Go to main phase. Cavern of Souls. Beast Whisperer, win the game. Alright. Not bad. So far, turn 3 has been like every game, which is kind of awesome. Obviously, can be better, and like if I was mulliganing more aggressively, and if I was playing more tight lists, I'm sure that we could get that down. Do I keep this? Yeah, pitch it. Shuffle, draw 7. Let's see, Lotus Petal, Mox Diamonds. Nope. Go to 6. Oh, is this a good 6? We guaranteed find Quirion or Beast Whisperer. The Mana Vault turn 1 lets us cast Nissa before we go combo off. Lets us play the Crucible of Worlds. Yeah, this seems like a turn 3 win, which, I mean, like, it's fine. Alright. So we start with a Forest. Mana Vault. Pass turn. Draw a card. Go to main phase. Tap out. We have a colorless. We have a colorless floating. Cast Nissa. Play a fetch. Crack it. We get a green. View library. Get a forest. We get another green. And then we reveal cards from the top. Beast Whisperer goes to our hand. Shuffle. Oh, I wasn't supposed to shuffle. Whatever. Doesn't matter. In this specific setting, I think most of the times I'd want to play the Collector Roof. So I think that's what I'll do. Even though I really want the Collector, or the Crucible of Worlds, just because this card is a house. And there's an argument to be made about playing Ancient Stirrings. I think I'm going to do that first. So I'll pay the 1. Ancient Stirrings. Oops, look at the top 5. Panorama. Okay. And the rest go to the bottom. And then cast the Collector Roof. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw a card, go to main phase. Okay. So we play the Prismatic Vista. It cracks, we get Quarian Ranger. We get 2 mana floating. Plus the 1, that's 5, cast Ashaya. Ashaya makes a green, cast Quarian Ranger, infinite mana, Beast Whisperer, win the game. Okay. That's a win turn 3. Again. These are with, like, not great starts, too. During the testing I did yesterday, I had incredible starts in comparison to these. Like, this is kind of remarkable. Interesting. So I could play the Chrome Mox and the Birds of Paradise. It sets me up for a fetch next turn if I draw a land. If I don't... this is a tough one. So, like, if I draw any land that taps for mana, or another fetch, this is just like a win. Turn 2. Maybe turn 3. Yeah, no, it'd be turn 3. It'd be turn 3. Turn 3 win, okay. So we can be a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to try and showcase some of the quicker wins that we can get. Alright. Demolition Field. Turn 1, Commander. Turn 2, Panorama. Finds one of them. And then next turn, we can... So that's turn 3, we can get Beast Whisperer and Quarian, or Beast Whisperer and Ashaya, or Quarian and Ashaya. It's not quite where we want to be. I wonder if there's a world where having having Yiva in the deck is better. Because Yiva is an elf. Reliably being able to just fetch on another person's turn, flashing in Yiva, flashing in Quarian Ranger. Is that like... I wonder. I gotta look at more cards that can put lands into play at instant speed. I think that there's a reason to add those to the shell. But I'm impressed. This deck is kind of sick. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand again. I'm going to go down to 6. This is definitely a better hand. Yeah, this is insane. Like, what the hell? We'll put the... Turn 1 into the bottom. Why not? Alright, turn 1. Untap, upkeep, draw. Draw a card. Go to main phase. Lotus Petal. Mana Crypt. Crack the... Petal. Play the Nissa. Broker's Hideout. Let's see. What does that do for us? So it gives us the 2 mana. We can play Utopia Sprawl. But then it doesn't let us fetch next turn. Unless we get a Shia exactly. And it, this is a tough one. I guess this wasn't a good keep. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll send it and maybe we'll just whiff. That's okay. Broker's Hideout. We gotta find a forest. Comes into play tapped. Oh, I guess I could have played Yavimaya this turn and done that. Gotten even more land next turn. Yeah, this was a mistake. One sec. Play Yavimaya this turn. Add a green. Cast Utopia Sprawl on that. Tap it for a Destiny Spinner. Pass turn. Turn 2. Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Go to main phase. Broker's Hideout. Get a green. Sack it. Oh, I get 2 green. Oops, 2 green. If you library, get a forest into play. Comes in tapped. Get another green. Reveal cards from the top. Ashaya. Now, here's where it matters when you're not garbage at this deck. Clearly, I've been making play mistakes. This is where the play mistakes go away. Remove the mana, pass the turn. Turn 3, untap, upkeep, draw. Go to main phase. Now, you would say, but how are you going to trigger Nissa again? And I actually do have the win now with Invasion of Ikoria. I play the forest. Get a green. That's 3, 4, 5. Cast Ashaya. That's a second land entering. I get a green. I guess I'll go up to 1. And then I get to find one of the 2. Beast Whisperer. We'll add that one in my hand. I can then tap for extra mana. So I have 3. Cast Invasion of Ikoria, which finds Quarian Ranger into play. Make infinite mana. Beast Whisperer, win the game. Big brain. It's very easy to make that mistake playing the Ashaya the turn before as well. So definitely watch out for that. I think that the more I pilot, but also just anyone pilots this deck, the tighter these lists will become, and I think the stronger it will become. Right now, I don't think enough people are interested in it because it's not an official spoiler or anything like that. But once it comes out, I think it'll be a big deal. I definitely see this deck being one of the top available. Holy crap. Ooh, I like this a lot, but I really don't as well. It's hard to say because, like, Dryad Arbor Chrome Mox turn 1, exiling the Sky Shroud Claim, means that you can get a turn 2 Nissa, but you can't trigger her. So I think we just want to mull. Turn 1 Tribe Scout into a turn 2 Nissa, but you can't trigger her yet again. We do already have 1 elf in hand, and we can find a fetch with the intervention, which lets us find another elf. I don't know that that's good enough. We'll go to 6. Ooh. No, it's almost there. It's just not quite. So like the play would be like Lotus Petal, Green Sun for 0, find Dryad Arbor, put it into play, and then you'd have to draw a land within this turn or next. So you could play the 3 visits, but even then, that's not a good hand. So we'll mulligan it anyway, go down to 5, and this seems like a much better start. We'll put the Liberator on the bottom because we're goldfishing, and then we will keep this hand. Yeah, sick. Yavimaya, Mana Crypt, play Nissa, pass turn. Ooh, Mana Vault, okay. So we'll play a Broker's Hideout. Lets us tap it for mana first, crack it, oops, get 2 mana, put a land into play, get 1 more. It comes in tapped. Reveal cards from the top. Okay. Come on. Ashaya. Okay, there we go. And now this is like the $1 million question. How do we play this? We've got 3 mana up. Cast a Mana Vault for 1. 3 mana, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just play Vivian and Ashaya. So we play a Vivian first, spending like that. And now she has the abilities to exile the top 3 cards of your library and then exile 1 face down. If it's a creature that costs low enough mana, we could just cast that at instant speed with Ashaya. Oh, but we don't have the 1 floating. Oh, that is tragic. Interesting. I guess this was a misplay then. So, had I spent my mana differently, oops, untap, get this back, and give 1 more mana for the Mana Vault. I tap the Mana Crypt, so I have 2 colors floating. I spend 1 on here. Oh, I guess I don't have to do that. I have 3 floating here. So the play is, let's see. Oh, but there's no way to get that second green pip for Ashaya. Okay, that's the issue. Yes, it wasn't a misplay. That's fine. Interesting. So I guess we just play Vivian and then pass, and the next turn we win. Yeah, that's a win. Okay. We'll go for another one. And I think this is a... Yeah, Whisper seems like it's working at the very least. Like, it's not bad. I wouldn't say that it's an all-star yet, but it's getting there. I think that there's a case to add more elves. The consistency is nice. I think that just drawing a bunch of elves is awesome, though. And, like, if you just run more elves that just tutor lands into play so you can trigger at instant speed, they find themselves. And, like, if they find themselves, then they'll also find your combo pieces. So, like, if there were more elves that I could find that just found more elves and put them in, or found more lands and put them into play, they also just find our combo pieces. And that's, like, one of the reasons why I'm saying, like, I don't think I have the best list. I don't think my list is very tight. And I think that the more people that get involved in the brewing process of this deck, I think the tighter it will get. Let's see. So shuffle, draw 7, and I think this is gonna be the last time I brew this for tonight, this morning. But thank you for tuning in, those of you did. Is this a keepable hand? So turn 1 JLo, Prismatic Vista. We get 2 mana, 3 mana. Mana Crypt gets us the Shaya. If we find Quirion Ranger, we can make infinite mana. We're relying on a draw. Otherwise, we have any creature and Sunscorched Desert. I like this. This is a possible turn 2 win, so I'll go for it. So turn 1, untap, upkeep, draw a card, go to main phase. Play JLo, crack it. Play Nissa, crack the fetch, get a land, comes into play. We get 2 mana floating, reveal from the top. Let's see what we get. And if it's Quirion, we're in a very good spot. It's Quirion. Sick. Shuffle this away. Oops. Spend the 3 mana or 5 mana that we have. Play a Shaya, and that's a win. Turn 2. We play. Ooh, with protection. Ugh. Play a land, get a colorless or a green floating. Um, Tap that, float a colorless, I guess. Cast Destiny Spinner, we get a green. Reveal from the top. We only have one target, so I'll just pull it out. Beast Whisper comes into hand. Play Quarian Ranger, spending the 1. Make infinite mana with the Beast Whisper. Draw the deck, win the game. Turn 2. One of the many, many ways to do that. Nope, not the commander. This one. This is the last one. That was a really fast one, so I'll do one more. Ooh. Let's see. Turn 1, Sacred Tribe Scout. Into a turn 2. No. I want it to be good. It's not good. Second 7. Turn 1, Green Sun. Into a fetch the next turn for a turn 3 win. That's not bad. I'll keep a turn 3 win. Why not? Alright. Play Forest. Play a Chrome Mox. Oh, we gotta pitch to Sabertooth. That sucks. Is there a way around it after we pitch Sabertooth? Oh, Kogla. Yeah. yeah, we can pitch that. I forgot I added Kogla. Cast green. Ooh. If I don't Green Sun for Dryad Arbor and instead I get Sakura Tribe Scout, yeah, that's the best play. So we'll do that instead. Green Sun, view library, get Sakura Tribe Scout. Go to main phase. There's a case to argue for the Dryad Arbor, but I think in this specific scenario I like the Tribe Scout better because I can still trigger Nissa this turn, but it allows me to combo off later. Crack the Foothills. Oops. Get a green. Get a forest. Get another green. Reveal from the top. Quarian Ranger. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted, actually. That's sick. Shuffle. Quarian Ranger goes to hand. Play the Quarian Ranger. And then do the thing we talked about earlier to get a Shy into hand, and then just combo off. I like it. You actually don't even need to do that. Yeah, because we would just have the Sakura Tribe Scout anyway, so we don't even need to do the combo. We can just do it on our actual turn because we have Beast Whisper. And this is another great example of why more elves would probably be a good idea. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I think that this deck has a lot of potential, and I think that the more people that actually try to brew it will come up with a really awesome list. I don't think mine is remotely in the realm of the best, but I implore you all to do your own brewing and please let me know what you guys find, what you guys think, and I'll be tuning this as much as I can. This is, in my opinion, the strongest green commander that we've gotten, and I think that this is going to be the next go-to